Hey guys, JJ here. Welcome back to another video. I know it's a little late when I upload. As I'm recording this, it's 11:24 p.m. It's probably going to be about 11:45 to midnight when it gets uploaded. But let's go ahead and talk about today. Well, if you look at this left-hand side right here, a bit of a losing streak this month, but today we had a really good day, plus $472. This knocked out over the past 2 days of losses. Um, as you can see, we took one trade on gold and two trades on SPX, and they both treated me very kindly today. There's no high impact news. It was just S&P CS Composite, CB Consumer Confidence, and Richmond Manufacturing Index. So nothing crazy. Price was still pretty volatile today, which I mean that's a good thing. It's good. It was not bad volatile. It was good price action. And I guess we'll kind of get into it. So the first trade I took today was before school on SPX. Um, I just noticed a bearish bias, and I decided, hey, we should probably, go shorts today. Wait for it to load. It always takes forever for whatever reason. My internet's been slow lately. Anyways, so it established a bearish bias. I saw price when it was right about here, and I was like, this area right here literally did not sweep like anything. If anything, it made an equal low. And I was like, I think price is going to continue lower. And I was pretty much correct. I saw it enter this fair value gap, saw it coming down, and I went ahead and entered, came back up, and rallied downward. I entered this trade at roughly 7:50 a.m. and exited this trade at 9:20 a.m. Then I came home, saw this, was pretty happy. This yielded a $317 trade, whatever you call it. And then this one was a little bit different. So this was after I got home from school and before I went to the gym. I noticed this. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to set up a limit order right here because, well, actually, no, sorry, I'm wrong. I actually set a limit order up right here first, where, and I was going to target these highs. But price dipped into this 5-minute fair value gap, didn't dip far enough though. So I canceled that limit order and I went into this one. Now this one, I set my limit order right here, as you see it, and I saw price. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see price do this. I left to go to the gym around 11:50, and then I saw price was here, and then it came up, came down, went back up, went back down, entered me into the trade after it hit my limit order at precisely 115, and then it went dipped down a little bit, went up, and hit my take profit at 205. So I was in this trade for about 50 minutes. And this one yielded $215. So as you can imagine, I'm pretty happy. Let's go ahead and talk about gold. Gold. So here's my thought process on gold. Equal lows here. I entered right here, where you see it here at 10:35. But no, that's wrong. It had to be like 11:30 or something when I entered this. Dang, it must be. Oh, I was eating whenever I entered this. I remember. Yeah, I get out of school at like 10 something. But that's besides the point. So I was eating and I saw this and I was like, oh, we made equal lows. We've been bearish all day. I think we're gonna continue to be bearish. And as you can see, that did not happen. Now my original take profit was actually up here for a $100. But I closed right here early, minus $60. instead of minus 100. That wasn't, I wouldn't say that was emotion. I just saw pretty strong buying pressure. It ran through this 55-minute fair value gap and then tapped back in and continued going up. I was like, this is a bad trade. So I went ahead and got out. And as I'm looking at it, I'm trying to think. First, it's well past equilibrium. Yeah, it's well past equilibrium. So I'm trying to imagine that there's like a good fair value gap right here. And that's what it's in current. Yeah, there. So, is there an hourly? Hourly would be better. Yeah. So we got a big hourly fair value gap right now, and that is where it's at, bouncing right now. Now, I'm wondering what's going to happen here. And I think that this is going to be a great trade for tomorrow morning. Well, let me see, make sure. Tomorrow morning, pretty much nothing. I mean, not nothing, but nothing crazy. I think I'm hoping price kind of bumps around in here, and I get more, it's a little bit of more bearish confirmation, and see if we, just absolutely dog walk these equal lows. Let's see if we can make that happen, because that would be pretty cool. And then enter an actual short. Like here, if I were, personally speaking, if I were to enter now keep in mind, I do not think this is a good entry period. Stops above these highs, targeting liquidity down here. That's a good trade. Now, it could take literally 3 days for that trade to hit, so I don't really want to do too ambitious trades like that. Get this up. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that there. But all in all, good trading day. Let's see. So I established an actual bias, stuck to my risk management, didn't over risk, didn't over trade, stuck to my my entry strategy, because as I was saying earlier, when I set up my limit order on SPX for this specific trade, I could have panic entered all the way up here, but that just would have been as optimal. So I stuck to my entry strategy, and price did eventually, freaking 2 hours later, enter me and then exit me. Pause. Anyways, so it entered me into the trade. Yada yada yada. So I'm pretty happy, I'd say. I really did not really let emotions play into my trade. Only hard and confluences and bias. Wrongs. I'd say I didn't recognize. I might need to change that, because I wouldn't say those are equal lows. Liquidity was not swept. If it was swept, it was swept by a half tick. But even that is pretty. I mean, if it's like a 2 or 3 tick, or not, well, maybe like a 2 tick equal low, it's still considered relatively equal lows. So market usually likes to target those. So I'm thinking tomorrow it's gonna go down and sweep those. Price either reverse or retrace back to a bearish fair value gap. Currently unclear, because as you can see, I can't. This is an excellent. Honestly, this was an excellent trade, but it was not really with my bias, first of all, and second of all, while I'm sure some people caught some great trades today off of this. Honestly, it would have been a great trade for me to enter had I entered long on I don't know, this retracement. on this retracement, like say my stops were down here maybe, and I mean it tipped at a 7R right here, and but I mean I could have targeted, I don't know, just the middle of this alley for value gap, and that still would have been a fantastic trade. But here's the thing. One of the biggest things I've learned from TJR and Justin Werlin uh, is to do not trade retracements. Now, from the time that this happened, I mean, honestly, this, boom, we came down, and when I answered it, I was like, okay, we're going to retrace, and then we're just going to come back down. I could not have foretold this, that it went all the way to the tippy top of this value gap. Therefore, while I'm sure some people made some money off of longs today with this, I'm sure most people lost their money because you don't. It's just too risky to trade. I mean, it's too risky to trade these retracements for these big biases. We had our big move for the day. We had a bit of a liquidity sweep, equal lows, whatever you call it, and I believe this is probably a retracement. And now we're just going to continue lower and lower and lower. Sweeping these equal lows, sweeping this liquidity. And I was pretty happy with winning these two trades. And I had already lost this trade. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to let my emotions get into it. And yada, yada, yada. And plus, even if I did let my emotions get into it, this is not a trade that I would have foreseen. I mean, here we can literally go into replay right here. Okay, like this is what I'm seeing, right? Like if I'm looking at this, I think, oh yeah, maybe we'll go like a little bit higher into this for value gap, but then I think we're just gonna reverse lower, and then boom, 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 boom. This just happens, and it's like we continue way high into it. And now we're just continuing lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Out of replay mode. Okay. Like, that's what I was dealing with. I couldn't see anything over here because it didn't exist yet. And I don't know. All I know is that I'm sure some people made money off of this. I'm sure most people lost their money off of this. I was happy with this. This just, it happens, So, hopefully we have a good trading day tomorrow too. Um, you know, I'll try my best not to blow this wonderful 400 and what was it, 417 or $472. I mean, most I might lose is 200 300, but I'll still be in profit for the last 2 days. But all I know is that I think yesterday we were at $1,300 PNL. Now we're at a negative $1,300 PNL. Now we're at a negative $892 PNL. Still not great. We're down 8.92% for the month. But, like, being honest, we still have another 3 days of the month left. 3, like, good trading days, because I'm pretty sure the 28th is a Friday. Well, maybe 2 good trading days. Hold on. Yeah, the 28th is a Friday. And I'm pretty sure there's PMI or PCI, whatever it's called, on that day. Yeah, PCE. We might be able to trade on that. I probably won't trade before school because that's my trading time right there. I'll probably wait till I get home. Everything else, unemployment claims. I think we'll be. I think we'll be good. I mean, there's a lot of news, but I don't think it'll really mess with the Forex, gold, and SPX markets. I think we'll be fine. So, but I mean, the next 2 days, like we're pretty good, and the only maybe day is, I'd say, this. Oh wait, and we have Chicago PMI, and yeah, it's probably not gonna be a good idea to trade. I mean, I don't get home till like 10:30, so I guess we'll just have to see how market's moving. And the next week's gonna freaking suck, man. Freaking PMI Monday. Um, no news on Wednesday. Oh, I need to. Oh, I forgot. Just go to. What is gonna? Well, I'm not. The reason I had here, I'll show you in a minute. Here, I'll show you the reason why I had this. The reason I had this is because if you look at my thing over here, I know crypto. I don't really care though. I have GBP USD, which is a pretty volatile forex market, and I think I'll eventually get into trading this. But for now, I'm sticking with gold and SPX. Um, I don't think I'll even go to that next. I think I'll probably like once I master these two. I'm honestly, like really in the next few weeks, I'm thinking about as I learn like SMTs and stuff. I might make these two my primaries, and then gold. Just like whenever I spot a trade, do it. Honestly, I need to learn how to do that for all of them, but I think right now it's just gonna be learning how each market moves. That's honestly the best bet I have. I know I've been rambling this whole time. Well, I think that's pretty much it, guys. We're up $472 today. I'm very, very happy. But I'm not going to be overconfident because I know I can lose it all in the next 3 days. Praying I don't, but it can happen. I'm still in the beginning phases. But anyways, if you guys like today's video, please like and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have any suggestions, please comment. And go follow my Instagram. Link is in my YouTube bio. And I hope you all have a good night or day, depending where you are.